So the film is about a woman named Mary who's heartbroken over the recent death of her brother by drug overdose, and her trip across New Jersey in a car with her brother's best friend named Davy.
Mary is this kind of no-nonsense, take charge, just go and do what needs to get done.
When she was younger, she was expected to be really smart and sort of really put together, but now she's in her late 20s and she's without a degree. She's someone who's really fighting to just make it.
She's someone who feels left behind and let down by what was promised to her generation. I think there's a lot of people in their late 20s, early 30s who were told that if they did certain things in life would happen for them.
She's in this place in her life right now where she desperately needs money, but more than that, she needs some sort of purpose or validation for herself.
And she's now trying to figure out a life that is not following the roadmap she thought it would be on.
Davy grew up in the same neighborhood as Mary, someone who was close to her when she was growing up, when they were growing up together. They share this mutual love for this man named Michael who just died, Mary's brother. But right now in Davy's life, Davy was never really expected to amount to much, and as a result, he actually is a little more self-confident and self-aware than Mary.
Davy, I don't think, ever listened to the roadmap that he was supposed to be following, so he doesn't feel very much disappointment. I think he might feel some disappointment in himself for not pursuing something that mattered to him earlier. And he's kind of stuck in this world that he doesn't want to be a part of, but doesn't know how to get out of.
The film is sort of operating parallel to a world that we don't quite see on screen, but we allude to all the time, which is this world of opioid addiction. Mary was always sort of next to that community, but never quite as deep into it. So Mary's approach to Michael's addiction was very different than Davy's, whereas Davy gave him a couch, gave him support, sort of always just wanted to be this shoulder to cry on or someone to talk to. Mary felt the best approach was tough love. So when Michael came to her for space or for money or whatever, Mary felt that the best approach was to sort of starve him out. So as a result of that, once Michael dies of a drug overdose, she's left with this lingering guilt and anger at herself about should she have dealt with Michael with more compassion and more empathy. So much of the anger that she seems to direct at Davy is actually really this self-doubt and self-anger about did she really handle her brother's illness correctly.
What drew me to the story, when I first read the script, within it you could tell there were these two very interesting people who felt real to me. They were characters that jumped off the page, and they were complicated and layered and complex and not necessarily likable, but you could empathize with them and their situation, and they were just people that I wanted to spend time with.
So the question ultimately becomes, can a woman like Mary, who's so heartbroken over the death of her brother, forgive a man who might have been partially responsible for it? And for Davy, can he forgive himself?